Good morning, children. Welcome to today's social class. Children, we are studying 5th chapter of geography, water. Okay, and in our last class, I explained about the moments that occur in ocean. Okay, it is divided into three. They are waves, tides, and ocean currents. Waves, tides, and ocean currents. And we were detailedly discussed waves also. Okay, waves means what is when the water on the surface of the ocean rise and falls alternately. They are called waves. Okay, how waves are formed? It depends upon wind. Okay, the high speed wind form high waves. Okay, so that is about the waves. Okay, and not only that, inside the ocean lot of what's happening, that is tsunami and earthquakes, all these kinds of what's also happening inside the ocean. Because of that also high waves can be formed. Okay, so all these things we discussed. Today I am going to explain about tides and ocean currents. Tides and ocean currents. So let us start our class. Okay.
Tides. The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. Children, what is tide? Tides, the rhythmic rise and fall of the ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. Okay, how these tides occur? A strong gravitational pull is exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth. This results in regular rise and fall of water in the oceans. Okay, a strong gravitational pull is exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth. This results in regular rise and fall of water in the oceans. Okay, the rise in water level is called high tide and the fall in water level is called low tide. Okay, children, this tide, two types, that is high tide and low tide. The rise in water level is called high tide and the fall in water level is called low tide. Children, now we can look detailedly how these tides are formed. Already I explained how these tides are formed. How it's formed? The strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface cause the tides. Okay, the strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface cause the tides. Then the water of the earth closer to the moon gets pulled under the influence of the moon's gravitational force and cause high tide. During the full moon and new moon days, the sun, the moon, and the earth are the same line and the tides are highest. These tides are called spring tides. But when the moon is in its first and last quarter, the ocean water gets drawn in diagonally opposite directions by the gravitational pull of the sun and the earth, resulting in low tides. These tides are called neap tides. High tides help in navigation. They rise the water level close to the shores. These help the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily. The high tides also help in fishing. Many more fish come close to the shore during the high tide. This enables fishermen to get plentiful catch. The rise and fall of water due to tides is being used to generate electricity in some place. Ocean currents. Ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite directions. The ocean currents may be warm or cold. Generally, the warm ocean currents originate near the equator and move towards the poles. The cold currents carry water from polar or higher latitudes to tropical or lower latitudes. The Labrador Ocean currents is cold currents, while the Gulf Stream is a warm current. The ocean currents influence the temperature conditions of the area. Warm currents bring about warm temperature over land surface. The areas where the warm and cold currents meet provide the best fishing grounds of the world. Seas around Japan and the eastern coast of North America are such examples. The areas where a warm and cold currents meet also experience foggy weather, making it difficult for navigation. Children, look at the figure 5.6 on textbook. The blue arrow that shows cold currents and the red arrow shows warm current. The areas where the warm and cold currents meet, that also you have to find out. Okay, where the blue arrow and red arrow meet together, so that area is the best area for fishing. Okay, so all these things you can find out from figure 5.6. Okay, children, let us wind up today's class, and this chapter is also over. So you have to read this chapter many times and underline important points. The evening work also you can use, and you have to do the exercise works which is given in your textbook. Okay, answer the following question, you have to complete and give reasons also. Okay, so do the exercise works and read this chapter many times and underline important points. Okay, evening time you have to use for reading this chapter and underline important points also. Okay, okay children, thank you to listening my class.